Okay, so just a few more features here with the pen tool. Pen tool intro part 2. Um, Move these two shapes out the side. So sometimes, as we're working on this, you'll want to go from straight edge to curve edge and then back again. So I'm going to switch to my pen tool here, P, and start drawing a straight edge shape. Just remember, single clicks for those straight edge shapes. So now I want to come down and I want to do some curves along the bottom here. So I'm going to click, hold, and drag up. Click, hold, and drag down. Click, hold, and drag up. Now let's say I want to go back to straight. So every time you do a curve, it'll automatically assume you want to keep doing curves. So as you can see here, there's a little blue line. Means I'm continuing this outside stroke and this outside edge as a curve. But if I want this to be straight here, which oftentimes you will want to go from straight back to curve, I can change this back to a straight line. And the way to do that is to just go back here to this the previous anchor point that you just made, click right on it, and that switches you back to straights. Okay, so it's just clicking that anchor point. So I can do the same thing here. I can start with curves, so I can start with a click, hold, and drag up, click, hold, drag down, click, hold, drag up, click, hold, drag down, click, hold, drag, and now I want this to, the bottom of this to be kind of squared off and straight. So just click this previous anchor point. You'll know you're about to click that anchor point because a little kind of angle symbol will appear by your cursor. Click there, and then close the shape back to that original anchor point. Okay? So that's straight to curves, curves to straight. And so one more thing you can do, which is really nice about Illustrator, is you can always go back in and re-edit your shapes after you've worked on them. So that can be done most easily with this tool right here. It's called the Direct Selection tool. It's this little white arrow, and the shortcut is the letter A. So what's nice about this is I can click on my Direct Selection tool, and now I can re-edit any of these anchor points that I created. So you can kind of think about that as you're drawing your shape with the pen tool. Each one of those points that you can create, you will be able to re-edit again. So that's definitely a nice feature to be able to re-edit any shape that you've created. And again, you can do this on simple shapes, the rectangles, ellipses as well. I just find I end up using it more on a shape that I've created with the pen tool. So I will just click on one of these points down here. Let's try this one on the bottom. So if you notice, this point now turned blue and all the rest of the anchor points are white. So that kind of means I have control of this one. I can then just move this point wherever I want. If I want to come over and do this one, click on it first, make sure it's blue, and then move it around. And what's nice about these ones that are part of the curved line, zoom in here, Control plus and Control minus is zoom for an easy way to zoom in and out. So I will click on this one right here. And notice when this one is clicked, these handles appear. So these are the same handles that were used when you were first drawing that curve. So I can then click on this handle here and re-edit that curve. So I can do that on any one of these. So that's all with this Direct Selection tool. So I can make the curve bigger, move the direction. And this will come in play oftentimes because it's hard to hit and get that shape exactly how you want it on the first try. So I usually end up drawing the shape as close as I can get the first time, and then I'll notice little things that need to be changed. So I'll come in and re-edit the curves, re-edit the location of those anchor points as need be. Okay? So that's drawing with the pen tool, straight to curve, how to go from straights, how to go to curves, and then how to re-edit the anchor points once you have created the shape. And remember, you can do this with any sort of shape. So I can do this with a rectangle here. If I create this, I can then again use my Direct Selection tool, click on any of these anchor points, and move those around as well. Okay, so go ahead and practice that in your Illustrator. Make sure you understand how to use the pen tool to draw basic shapes and how to re-edit the anchor points with the direct selection tool.